to Bristol for the second of 2 races here in Tennessee. 7 races, in Tennessee, and the NASCAR Tennessee Tour. We'll take a look at our starting lineup. On the pole, on the front row, the number 8 and the 4, Jimmie Johnson. Row 2 features the 42 of Kyle Larson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Then we have Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch. And row 3. Row 4, Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. And rounding out our field today is Martin Truex, the Greenville Open winner, and the 05 car who finished last week. Here we go. We're coming to the green flag for 15 laps of action around the world's fastest half mile, and the green is out. And the green is out at Bristol. Jimmie Johnson getting the run. Jimmie Johnson gets the run off the outside. So does Junior, and Jimmie Johnson will be able to take the lead. Dale Jr. gets underneath the 8 for 3rd. Tony Stewart gets the highest stag torque over his teammate Kurt Busch, and he takes the number 5 spot. And he will take the number 5 spot. Kyle Busch utilizes the high side. Martin Truex going to slip into 9th, and Kyle Busch still battling with Chase Elliott. Jimmie Johnson will lead the first lap of action. Here today. Chase Elliott tries 3 wide at Bristol, but he slides into the corner, but mercifully saves it. No caution comes out, and that prevents a possible caution. A side-by-side battle for the lead off of turn 3, but Jimmie Johnson has the advantage. Dale Jr. tried the outside of him, but couldn't make it stick. We're on lap 3. We're on lap 2 still. Kyle Larson takes the 3 spot away from our full sitter. Tony Stewart's going to take 4th away from the 8 as well. And Chase Elliott going to take 5th. Chase Elliott follows suit as well. Chase Elliott also follows suit. And we're on lap 3 already. Ready? A clean race thus far. The first caution comes out on lap 3, and Kurt Busch thinks he's clear of his brother Kyle, little brother Kyle, but he spins and ends up spinning, but he gets back around. The caution is out. Jimmie Johnson, the leader. Kurt Busch will have to start in the back. Kurt Busch will start in the back. Again, Jimmy Johnson. On the restart, Jimmy Johnson on the outside. Lap 6 is the restart. It's the lap time of restart. Jimmy Johnson on the outside in the lead. Dale Jr. second on the inside. Kyle Larson in third. Tony Stewart fourth. Number 8 is fifth. Actually, 24 is fifth, and the 8 is sixth. 78 and the 18 and 78 together, Toyota teammates, and the 41 and the 05 round out the restart. Green flag back in the air. Green flag's back. Jimmy Johnson gets a good restart along with Tony Stewart. Chase Elliott makes a bold move to the inside of Kyle Larson and takes fourth away. Tony Stewart to the outside of Jimmy Johnson, and he takes the lead. Chase Elliott clears Kyle Larson, and he gets to the outside of Dale Jr., and he passes him for third. The next caution comes out as Kurt Busch comes up on the 05. He spins around the 05. He tries to get going, but he keeps going. But the caution will come out on lap 7. Then we will restart on lap 10 when we do back at the restart on the restart. It is Tony Stewart on the outside, Jimmy Johnson second, Chase Elliott third, Dale Jr., the 48 and 24's teammate, and fourth, Kyle Larson fifth. Rounds out the top five, and he's fighting for another top 5 today. Here we go, green flag, as Tony Stewart will have the outside. Chase Elliott with a bold move to the inside. And if I'm not mistaken, we have 5 laps to go. And I'm correct. Oh, and we have problems. Problems in turn 2. Turn 1. The number 8, our pole sitter around. The caution's back out. And just like last time, 12, 13, 14. And that will set up a green-white checker, folks. We got a green-white checker coming up your way right after this. The field is rearranged for the restart. Tony Stewart still in the lead on the outside of Chase Elliott in second. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in fourth, and Kyle Larson rounds out the top 5. Lap 15 is our restart as we go into overtime. Green flag. Tony Stewart gets the advantage. into turn one. Jimmy Johnson gets third, settles for third, as number 8 will go to 5th, but Dale Jr. won't surrender that position easily. Martin Truex, a bold move underneath the 42. Underneath the 42. Underneath the 42. 2. Chase Elliott underneath the 14. Team is out of turn 4, and the white flag's gonna wait for him, for Elliott. Final lap. Elliott has not led a lap at Bristol. Still today, all of today, through all of today, and he's looking for the win. Tony Stewart tries underneath him, but Chase Elliott will close the door on him. Jimmy Johnson, third. Can he do anything? Martin Truex goes to the 5 spot. Kyle Larson to 6. It looks like there's a problem on the 8, and he's coming in. And a tough break for a pole sitter, as he'll finish 9. But anyways, Chase Elliott's coming into turn 3. Tony Stewart's trying underneath of him. Jimmy Johnson's gonna come into the fray, and he's gonna help his teammate. On the outside. Side. And he's gonna do a crossover 3 wide for the lead, but Chase Elliott is gonna pull away and win at Bristol. And Tony Stewart, and a close battle for second. Stewart. It's gonna be Stewart who finishes second. Jimmy Johnson third, and a close battle for fifth. As Truex takes it on the outside. Wow. Some close racing back in there. As the 8 will finish dead last. After a very bad day. He had a very bad day. As the 05 crosses the finish line. The 8 will finish 1 lap down and dead last. But anyways, Chase Elliott is your winner here at Bristol. And he's gonna burn them down. Here today. Here at Bristol. What a win for Chase Elliott. What a win for Hendrick. What a win for Hendrick. And it seems like this always, but one wheel gets out of place sometimes on cars like this. But anyways, Chase Elliott, your race winner today. As the final results here. Tony Stewart second. Jamie Johnson third. Martin Truex fourth. Dale Jr. fifth. Kyle Larson sixth. Kyle Busch seventh. Kurt Busch eighth. The last car on the lead lap, the 05, in ninth. And dead last is the 8. This time, all cars finished. And we'll see you next time at Memphis.